Hi, my name's Jessica Prezo. I'm from Bradenton, Florida, and this is my story. My dad died when I was 6, and my stepdad came into my life when I was 7. All I knew was the sexual abuse. It started extremely young, almost like immediately when he moved in when I was 7. I know my mom loved me. I know she cared, but she had no idea what was going on. And I wasn't sure how to tell her. I wasn't sure who to tell. And I just thought that that's what I had to do, is keep it to myself. And then by the time I was 15, it was just, he would rape me, he would pay me for it, and I thought that was okay. 17, my mom had left my stepdad, but we still talked, and he actually suggested the entertainment industry. I thought that that was a good idea. I didn't know my worth. I didn't know my value. I didn't think I was gonna do much with my life. It was instilled in my mind very, very young that women are just sex objects, and that's all we're good for. So I got on Craigslist, and that became my life. Working in the sex industry wasn't hard at all. It was easy. So I was an IV drug user. I used Oxycontin. I would buy 40, 50 pills a day. I would want to get clean. I would want to stop doing drugs. I would want to get out. But I had no hope in myself. There was nobody around me that I could talk to about anything. I didn't know why God was keeping me alive. I had blood infections. I should have died. And for some reason beyond something I could ever imagine, I was still being kept around when I wanted to die. I did so many drugs that I just prayed that I wouldn't wake up. A couple months after this horrific experience, these crazy church girls started coming to the door. And the first day, I remember standing in the parking lot with one of the girls that I worked with. And the conversation isn't important, but they pulled up, said some salvation prayer. I didn't care at the time. I didn't think that I cared. And I just know that the feeling that I got the first time I was around them was it lifted something off of me, and from then on, I began to miss them. I felt that they cared, like a feeling of love that I had never really embraced or felt before. And when I didn't, they would come every month, but I would find myself starting to get like antsy, like, where are these people? And Monica and her girls and all the girls with acts of love, they prayed, and I didn't believe in prayer. I was like, why do I need prayer? What's this gonna do for me? And when they were done, when I was seeing tears of joy out of those girls' eyes, it gave me something to hope for. When I heard that they had been there, that they had been through stuff and they had made it out, it made me actually feel like I could survive, and that God wasn't done with me, and that He'd been hearing me, and He had sent them to me for a reason that I obviously needed it. I had nowhere else, nothing else. And He sent me a light and people that didn't even know me, but they were showing me love. And when I think of God's love, I get speechless sometimes that someone could actually love me that much to send these girls to me to show me that this isn't the end, that life goes on and it's so bright, that Jesus' love is so bright and His grace is more than enough, and that I had a purpose and that I was worth it. So after I reached out and told Monica that I was ready to get help, I don't think there was one day that went by where I didn't see her. We didn't do something together. She helped me get into a detox, which was a fun detox to say the least. But she came and she saw me there. She prayed for me there. She saw that it wasn't easy, but she kept telling me that God brought you to it and He's gonna bring you through it. And like I find myself saying that to myself all the time. God has just revealed Himself to me in ways that I never, ever would have imagined. In my family, the restoration God has just done in my life is amazing. I never realized how perfect His timing was. And now I find myself thanking Him for what I went through so that I can help people to not feel alone or unloved, and to know that they're so worth it. I'm a survivor from child sexual abuse, rape, drug addiction, sex trafficking. I am saved, I am healed, and I am free today because of Jesus, my King, my Savior, the Lord of my life.